Ah, here's the truth. Go on, look for yourself.
On this crazy clown, Jesse Lee Peterson is interviewing him. This is a guy that's written a book that you can see him holding here called Black Supremacy. I'm not sure. Is that P. Diddy on the front of it there? I don't know. I think it's supposed to be him. But I want you to notice whenever he starts this off, the racist talk over person, which always happens, of course, he's got it geared up to where he's going to try to ruin everything. When Jesse tries to mention something, he says, "Oh, sicked on by dogs," and all this other shit and everything, just trying to trip him up, lynchings, and then all of a sudden he hears a direct question, and he acts like he knows nothing about it. In fact, that's the expression on his face right now is, "What?" Now his expression 1.2 seconds later becomes, "No, you're lying." Now, I'd like to mention that he's supposed to have studied this stuff enough to feel like he can write a book on who might be supreme. So you can tell that this is out in left field already. It's just all based on stupidity by this person right here. But let's just get into this.
We have a 2-event card with Dumb Lies, and Neptune's Lagoon brings you the event tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, your lives are about to crumble!
White people are sick of the black people. Everybody.
You said sick of dogs on them? What'd you say?
I said that white people are sick of the blacks. Did you know that there were, I think, something like 4,000 blacks who owned slaves?
4,000 blacks who own slaves?
He doesn't seem to want to believe it. It's kind of odd because there's over 3,700, so at least 3,700 of these slave masters that were previously freed blacks. You see, for a long time there, every black slave that was ever brought in was freed after 7 years captivity, because that's biblical, because we're talking about the people that actually are in the Bible, not like black people who are not mentioned whatsoever, and of course not Congolans. No one even knew they existed, just like they didn't know Egypt or anything else existed. But Chinese and Orientals and Amerindians and Eskimos aren't mentioned in that book. You couldn't find them if you had to, but people always want to try to interject themselves in. But it actually says in there not to covet, lie, and bear false witness. And so we can tell there won't be any black angels. Let's continue off of this. So 3,700. Oh, I wanted to mention this part. This is important for you, especially if you're a black supremacist living on the crutch idea of slavery and you won't shut up. There was a man named Anthony Johnson. He was a previously freed slave owner and had a bunch of slaves. Now, he had one slave that had figured some crap out and got to be a real great worker, and he was pretty much indispensable, if you know what I'm saying. And this guy named John Kasor was real good at fixing things and everything, and whenever it came time up that he would have to let him go, he didn't want to. Oh no, he didn't want to at all. In fact, he actually went to court and he demanded lifetime slavery for all sub-Saharan Africans. His grounds were that they were sold as a commodity, there was no deal on it or anything else, and this was never any part of it. And they looked through it and they realized he was right, and he won. Oh, isn't that amazing? So the first black slave owner in America, and the first person ever in America to own another person, was a previously freed black man named Anthony Johnson. You need to look that up so you could find out even more about stuff that you have no clue about, apparently.
Kentucky or one of those areas.
What source is that? No, what's your source?
You didn't know that?
No, what's the source?
Well, the source is, you can find it on Google right now. I just did. I just said how many black slave owners were there. It was that simple. And if you're writing a book about black supremacy and you've gone through all this stuff and you didn't even hear about this, you're either goofy or a liar. And I'm going to go with liar, because it just kind of fits the mold better. But he's trying to act like he's just goofy. See what Jesse says here?
all your little black supremacy book. You didn't look that up.
No.
You
15.
believe?
Yep, all your little black supremacy book. You didn't look that up. How terrible for you. How self-exposing. You don't know anything about it. You're just stupid and trying to be a grifter. And everybody's so sick of the nasty bullshit from these non-biblical prims that are just making up shit. Hey, how much trouble did you cause white people by being pre-Neolithic and not being able to understand a goddamn thing and have to be taught every single thing past stick whenever you got over here? There's a domestication fee. Next time you say reparations, I want you to remember that that's already been paid in full by far from all of the bullshit that's gone on here, and then the domestication fee. But understand the domestication is not, it's just barely begun. It's not over in any way. You can tell because of where we're at now with these things. People have an idea that it's going to be something like 16 times as long as it's been so far. That's just a guesstimate for psychologists and stuff, but let's go on.
Yeah, racism exists.
Yes.
And what is racism?
So racism is the unfair treatment of one group of people based on their race, or the belief that one group of people is inferior solely based off their race.
Let's see if you used that definition while you called yourself black supremacy, childish-minded idiot.
So
you are racist for believing that black people are superior to others?
For saying that we have superior resilience.
No, you don't have superior resilience. Are you talking about the fact that there are East Africans? I figure exactly where they say they're usually from. That skinny as hell. I mean, it looks like if they missed a sandwich, they'd die. If they drank a Diet Coke, they just wouldn't make it. But they're great at marathon running and stuff. And that's what you may be talking about for resilience. Tell me the last Congoid you saw that even finished a marathon. Knock, knock. Who's there? Talk about yourself and quit acting like anybody with melanin must be you. This is that mental problem of we, if that's what it even is. Or he could just be thinking something goofy. Either way, it's retarded and stupid and foolish. But now, did we just catch him being a racist? Because he tried to say he's superior. How could somebody having to be domesticated and taught everything be superior to another people? I mean, if we were talking about who can dunk a basketball in a white man's game, that's one thing, but if we looked at the whole picture, it's pretty pathetic to even try it. There's no comparison. But somebody wants to think that there is. In fact, in modern day, it's all pushed. Oh, we're all the same. Except for one can't do anything, never made a successful civilization, was pre-Neolithic and still a partial hominid hybrid, while the others are the herald of civilization and the most advanced people on Earth. But those are the same, or they're not, because you're retarded when you try to tell people that. And we all know what you're trying to do, but it's not working, because it's a fucking lie.
You're racist for believing that black people are superior to all other races, you said?
No, I'm not racist.
But you just said that was racism.
No.
Oh, yes you did. Yes you did.
I said that. No, I said
white people are sick.
No, I said, white people sick.
To the black people. Everybody.
You said sick and dogs on them?
Yeah, no, he said that people are sick of you. Everybody in the world has nothing good to say about you. In fact, black people have gotten to the point that all this bullshit, and they're willing to admit it's bullshit now. That's fucked up. But it's always been bullshit. But they're so tired of this bullshit, and the whack bitches were doing the weird shit, and EBT queens and all this stuff just making them look terrible. And their ad mix must have kicked in, so they don't know, like, I don't like this. They call it black fatigue syndrome, and black people are making their own videos on it, finding black people acting crazy, and they're like, come on, guys. You're making us look like clowns on the world stage. That's because you're the clowns on the world stage. If you haven't noticed, you have actually been tagged as the clowns on the world stage, and it's by your own hands. It's by your own hands and your actions, and you don't seem to be able to quit it, and then you just sit and self-expose like this all the time. How disgusting is it? Tell me.
Ready for more than a holiday? Let Carnageville Cruise Lines take you on a one-way journey to sunny Liberia. Soak in sunshine that feels personal. Build memories that last.
That's for Neptune's Lagoon, baby! Next!
And the winner for Clown on the world stage is, for the 100th year straight, it's Dendu.
I like it up here. I'm as far away as I can get.
Yeah,